Okay. Da, 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 da. All right. I thought there'd be this might not be bad actually. Let's just here shit. There we go. Alright. Does the starting work? Yeah. Alright. Let me just get myself set up, alright. It'll only take about a minute. Alright. Alright. Welcome. It's like 20 to 8 in the morning, and I've not slept, so I hope everyone's doing well. I could be doing better. I really need to pick a better filter. There's just so many, and I wish you could just preview them without having to put them on, because some of them look absolutely awful. Like this one's not too bad. It's a bit more natural. I actually kind of like this one, because all it really is doing is like desaturating some colours. See, even without the fucking, what do you call it? I actually kind of prefer it without the thing, if you know what I mean. I kind of prefer it. But yeah, how we all doing? Let me see what I got here. Does my expander work properly? I'm hoping it does. What I'm gonna quickly do, I'm gonna quickly look whether it's streaming properly and it's not dropping frames, because I'm streaming at a extremely high resolution. Most people stream in 1080p. I've got a spot on my tongue. Most people stream in 1080p. I'm streaming in 1440. Because I have a 4K camera, and I thought to myself, you know what? Might as well use that to my advantage. So yeah. Hopefully, this shit look a little bit better than most. There's no guarantees with that type of shit though. Oh my god. This spot is so annoying. It's like at the edge under my tongue. Like it's so bad. But anyway, I just wanted to welcome everyone and, you know, kind of say that I hope everyone has a wonderful day. No matter where you are, whether it's nighttime or daytime, you can always make the best of the day. Um, Even if, like me, you haven't had any sleep, you can still do something with that day. You can still do something positive with that time. And every day is a blessing, honestly. I was actually going to come on and rant about life almost, but I'm not going to do that. Because that doesn't help anything. And it's not very like supportive of other people and their positions. So what I did want to come on and do is say, look, I'm not feeling too great at the moment, as the 10 to 8 stream is saying, sleepless nights, call it what you will, going through some like weird headspaces, in and out of reality. But all you can do in the moment is work on the moment and kind of take a step at a time. Do you know what I mean? And that's what you gotta work on. You just gotta work on keeping that one step stable so you can make that next step. And I genuinely believe that if you put enough time in and you take enough steps, that you'll get to where you want to be. Just don't give up. Don't think the time is wasted, because it's really not. Even if you're not doing anything, it's never wasted time. You've spent it living. So yeah, life is a blessing in that way. Whilst I'm streaming, I like to have no actual so I can't see myself, because it's very kind of distracting for me. This is going to be another one of my more chilled out streams. Well, they always are chilled out, especially when it's early for me, because a lot of energy isn't really, it's not gonna get me through the day if I waste all my energy now. I did want to come on and just say a few things. I wanted to make myself known and, hopefully show to people, that even despite all the issues that I go through, I'm still here trying to make a change. And I still believe in the fact that change is possible, Even when sometimes I say to myself, oh, it's time to give up, you've tried long enough. That's when I really start thinking, this is the time that I put in retrospect. I put that into retrospect, and I'm like, I need to be doing this until it's sorted, There is no length of time that is determined on your health, and you just gotta be willing. I'm sorry about my dry lips. I've tried to make myself look as presentable as I could for this time of the morning, because it can be kind of difficult for me to look the part, I guess. Like, this is why I don't do like face cam streams anymore, because I just felt like it was super, super vain of me. I just don't like looking at my appearance in that way. But yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna quickly transform. Alright. I don't know whether that made any difference at all. I have no idea. But I really appreciate if people have stuck around and stuck with me through these hard times, because it hasn't been easy, but I still believe that, I still have faith. Wow, this is all really like EDM stuff. Yeah, this is very. No, this is way too fucking way too hyped up for at this time. Um, I'll sort some music. Give me a moment, and I'll put something on. All right. All right. This is my usual music for my videos. Um, I really enjoy this mix because, you know, it's lo-fi, but it's copyright free, and yeah. Oh, I got a comment on one of my videos. Alright. Well, can I not look at both of these? It's weird. And day 2 3 continued. Feeling of sickness, hot and cold flashes all over my body. Hope these withdrawals end ASAP. Also gained weight, 88 kg within 1 year of my meds. And I went up to 116, I hope you're honest. A nice speedy recovery. Alright. Well, Manib Iqbal, I really hope that you get through the sickness of the withdrawal with your Seroquel withdrawal, that is. I've not gone back to it since I stopped taking it. I've not gone back because honestly, that stuff really knocks you out. It kind of, not even in like a sedating way, it just like shuts off parts of the brain that you don't need shut off. It just nulls the senses, and I don't know. It's a weird drug. But yeah, man, it's difficult if you've been on it for a year as well. That's gonna be difficult, bro. So honestly, I would say 2 weeks and you'll be good. You should be all right. Then you just deal with the mental side of stuff, and you should be fine. Um, I appreciate the comment. Um, all right. Let me just reply to your comment real quick. I'm sorry again. I've been so inactive. I said I was going to be more active, and then obviously having a mental health based channel, when you deal with mental health, is kind of up and down. But appreciate the comment. Hope all is well. Withdrawals suck, but you got this. You got this. All right. Perfect. I appreciate the comment. I really do. Um, medication withdrawal sucks, man. Sucks so much. But you know, ooh. So there. All right. I was just looking at guidelines of YouTube because I know sometimes if you talk about certain things, they don't like that. And, I'm a big believer in freedom of speech, but when you're on a platform, you apply to their rule sets. And, I got a lot of stuff back from YouTube saying I can't do this and I can't do that. And I'm like, well, I'm still going to do it. So until you shut down my channel, you can suck my dick. But yeah, honestly, I couldn't care less for the guidelines because I know I'm not doing anything, harmful. I'm just suggesting ways for people to cope. And if they're telling me that you can't say these things, why can't I'll speak my opinion in it. And it's not just like a bullshit opinion because it's an educated opinion, it's an experienced opinion. So, it's better than all them videos out there that say like to take the medication in the first place. Like, who the fuck are you, a doctor? I don't claim to be one. All I'm saying is this is like how I dealt with shit. Not like, oh, you should take this medication. I'd never say that to someone. I just started new meds. I'm on pregabalin. Or yeah, pregabalin. Yeah, I call it pregabalin, but some people say that's wrong, so it's pregabalin. I'm on 300 milligram a day, 2 150s, one in the morning, one at night. They're all right for anxiety. They don't really make much difference to my ADHD. I still get a lot of like not being able to sit still, but my mind ends up being a lot calmer. But they do have some nasty side effects. I throw up a lot of bile into my throat, like reflux, a lot of acid in my throat. It's bad for my IBS. So as soon as I can, probably I'll start on something else because it's not sustainable with chucking up a bunch of acid into your throat all the time, which is actually super bad for you. Super bad for your vocal cords and your, throat, all that, esophagus. You start burning away the flesh. There's another thing I was meant to look at. Alright. There's a new little vape that came out. There we go. Cali Burn. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. get them on Amazon? You can? That's weird. Ah, they're quite cheap as well. Replacement pods. That looks expensive. Can you like change the coils in them or something? I wonder. There's refillable pods. Alright. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Man, they got like cases for them? That's pretty crazy. That's pretty cool, actually. Fuck. I didn't even realize this was like a thing. Huh. 24 quid. About 8 hours. Alright. That does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty darn good. It just depends though. Where I can like actually buy one like in store and not pay a shit ton of like markup price on it, which would be, you know, Vape UK. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll think about that at some point because for now, I love my Juul. I don't really want anything to take me away from it. There's one of these here with a bit of juice in, I'm sure. Oh, there was. Must have been wrong. But yeah, man. Keep moving. That's my only advice, you know. As soon as you stop, it's harder to get moving again. It's like running. When you stop, you're tired. But if you kept going, you could keep going. A lot easier anyway. So just don't stop, because people in society, without the mental health issues that we are burdened with, they ain't stopping, and we gotta play that catch up almost. And I don't know, I want the best for people, and I want people to get the results they want from their life. Oh, I didn't realize the camera wasn't on. I must have pressed something by accident. I do apologize. Yeah, I'm in love with the Dual, man. Like, it's so good. Them first few hits, man, will get you ready for the day, honestly. Alright. My hair's a mess, so that's why I've got a hat on most of the time. I'm meant to be getting my hair bleached and dyed again, which will probably happen when my hair grows a little longer, because at the moment it's pretty fucking short on top, and it's kind of inconsistent with the cut. So I'll get that sorted when I get it sorted. But till then, I got my trusty hats to keep my head covered. I don't know what that little redness around here is about. Just like a little lump. And that's exactly why I don't look at my stream. I bought a Jewel with the full intention of hating it, like genuinely. I really did not want to like it. But the unfortunate truth is that it's actually really good. So I kind of stuck with it and just kept buying the pods, I guess. And it's worked for me so far. I've kept off the cigarette since I bought a Juul, just because I can do that. With a lot of vapes, you cannot do that, because not only do they not have the automatic pull, but they're just you can't put your teeth around that, and it switches itself off, and then you got admittedly that gives off way more cloud, whatever it is. That gives off a bigger hit, but it's not Nick Salt, and it's huge. Same with this, same deal. I've got 12 milligram in here, and it don't give that. See, that's a lot, noticeable. It's not very incognito. Get yourself a Juul, Nick Salt, 20 milligram. Things like USB thin, this is like a thing that you slip in your pocket and you don't know it's there. Put it between your teeth, you can still speak. Personally, I prefer these. I think they're way better for quitting smoking. Just purely for the fact that it feels more like smoking. So, you want to quit? Get yourself a Juul. It's worth the money. A little bit more expensive than normal vaping, but honestly, it's worth the investment. Don't waste time on something you're not going to enjoy. So a big part of quitting smoking as well is being ready to quit. It's not really about the product. It's not really about any of that stuff. Let me just take this fucking expander off for a minute. Turn the ratio down or something. It just like it's still super like I don't know why it's so it like goes down so hard. And that's not changing anything. What happens if I do this and then does it stay open for a while? A little longer? I guess it does. Is this? No. If I put the threshold all the way down, I don't know whether that's actually helped or not. But usually what I try and do is I'm gonna turn that shit off. It's super annoying. Quitting smoking is about being ready. You can't kind of rush that, and if you try and rush it, you'll end up back smoking even more than usual. So my recommendation is probably smoke till you're ready to quit. That's what I did anyway. It's difficult. I've tried every method. There's not a method I've not tried. If someone could come up with a method I've not tried, I'd be surprised. Because I've done hypnotherapy to try and sort out my anger management. Hypnotherapy is temporary. It's not permanent. The nasal spray, that ruined my nose, and it burns, and it's not kind of the same, and it just hits you way too hard, you know. Just makes you feel sick. The gum, I don't particularly like chewing gum, and I think that when you chew it, it burns your throat, so it's not enjoyable. And quitting smoking shouldn't have to be all pain, you know, because it's already enough of a pain as it is, because you're not getting to smoke anymore, and you're going to start coughing and spluttering, and, you know, it's just not nice. You're going to get cold sweats and shit. So vaping has always been a thing that's worked for me and continues to work for me, and I so heartily believe in it. And you know what? It's not just like kids going around on, you know, public transport in schools or whatever it is, making vaping look bad. Remember that a lot of this stuff, to make vaping look bad, is a lot of like tobacco industry funded research and science, pseudoscience as they say. So don't believe everything you see. Try it for yourself. If you don't like it, you don't like it. There's other methods. But if you do like it, it's a good method because it's a lot healthier. It's not 100% safe or healthy, but it's way better than smoking. Not in terms of like you'll enjoy it more. It's just way better for your health. So do what you will, you know. Like I say, you got to enjoy your life and you got to do what you're doing. So if you feel like your vices are there, but they're not like vices that are gonna like ruin you, then you got to do what is right for you. And you can't then have like people come in and say that's not right, because I'm not one of them people. If you smoke, right, I'm not going to say that's not right. I'm just going to say, look, there's healthier things out there. But for you, this might be the thing for you. You know, everyone's got a vice. I use caffeine. I use nicotine. I use, like, sugar. You know, that's all vice. And they're all just, like, unhealthy, addictive. And I need it because I'm an ex-drug addict. So I need something in my system that I can constantly refill upon, because that's how my brain works now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've always had that addictive personality, so I need a vice to keep myself sane. Same with most people who've come away from like mental health kind of induced issues, that they need a vice to kind of, you know, get on with stuff and really kind of like feel like themselves again. So if you have a vice, don't let people tell you that's wrong, unless it's like mental health, like hurting you, and it's like hurting your physical health to a point where it's like immobilizing you. Then maybe that is unhealthy. But if you've got something in your life that pulls you away and keeps you sane, I would say, and it's not like ridiculously unhealthy, I would never say that's wrong. I would say, like, you've got to have a vice. Everyone has one. People are just too afraid to admit that they have those vices, you know? And, I can't live without Lucozades. So, what I've done, I admitted to myself that, you know, hold on, let me focus this camera a bit better. Alright, so I admitted to myself that I am very much addicted to energy drinks. And I don't mean Monster, I don't mean Red Bull, I mean something way, way less of an energy drink. So like Lucozades, Coca-Cola, whatever, you know, sugary energy drink. It doesn't have to give you a buzz. It's just, you know, a little perk. I came to terms with it when I finally quit drugs, and what I then turned to was like smoking again, you know. When I tried like cutting energy drinks out of my life, I realised that I was relying heavily more on other stuff, and it's more than possible for me to live without energy drinks, but I'll just pick up something else. So what is the smart idea, right? I admit I've got that issue. I admit that that's not going to go away because that's over 12 years of habit. I cut down the sugar of the energy drink, right? So it used to be Lucozade. I get the 0 one, right? It's not completely healthy. It's nothing like that. It's just cutting out excess sugar. And that's what I needed, you know? That's what I needed to keep me happy. I can't really tell the difference. Because it's more of a placebo. You taste that taste, then you recognize that taste, so it gives you the same effect. And it's still a little bit healthier for you. So there's always like those options out there. Just try and find something that's pretty much the same product, but it's healthier, you know? I know I've got that problem, so I had to remove the sugar, and I'll still have sugar, but not like I'll have like sugar in snacks and then have a whole bunch of sugar in the drinks. And it doesn't mean I'm drinking more Lucozade than I used to. I'm drinking less because I realised that I had that issue, and I'm a bit more conscious of it. So admittedly, I still drink way too much of like these energy drinks. I drink like maybe 5 a day, which really isn't healthy. But compared to all the stuff I used to do, I'm on way better tracks. So that's where I come at the perspective of addiction, I would say. But honestly, like I would say, it's all very personal, and again, you just got to do what you do. Check this dope t-shirt. Real eyes, realize, real lies. That's fucking dopeness right there. That's that real shit, you know what I'm saying? I see something real on a t-shirt, I buy that shit immediately. When the music stops in about 10 minutes, that is when the stream is over. Because I will have been live for 50 minutes. And most people will be live playing video games, which I could do. I could do that infinitely, right? But I'm talking about some real shit, and I feel that right there, That shit gives me anxiety, and that's the bit that people don't realize about. Like, you can play games on YouTube, you can do this, that, and the other on YouTube. I'm trying to do something a little bit different. I'm trying to do something that fucking is hard for me, It's a challenge talking about some of the stuff that is super personal to me. Some of the stuff that really affects me and I feel in my chest, and then I'm more anxious after I finish a stream, I'm more drained than ever. Like, this is way more draining. I used to do Twitch live streams of gaming. I used to do like 6-hour, 8-hour streams. I'd be fine afterwards. I talk about like heavy stuff for an hour, I'm fucked. If I go to group therapy and I talk about some deep shit or hear some deep shit and that's like 4 hours, boom, I ain't doing nothing after that. I ain't feeling okay. Do you know what I mean? I ain't feeling 100%. So that is why I keep these streams short. It's not because I've not got the time. I got all the time in the world. It's not because I've not got the energy. I got all the energy in the world. It's not because I've not got the words. I got all the words. It's because of what it does to me. But that's why I think it's important, because I feel like if it does something to me, it's doing something to someone else, you know what I'm saying? And that people need to hear that information. People need to see the real me, and people need to see kind of like that they can change, and that there is people out there like them, and that they are supported, and that there's people out there who are going to voice the opinions, and that there's going to be people out there who don't want nothing to do with all that other shit on the YouTube. Do you know what I mean? I want my own little corner. I don't want the big piece. I don't want the whole pie. I just want my little bit, So that's my piece, this is my corner, and hopefully people fuck with that, and people can see that I'm being honest in this, It's not one of these things where I'm gonna suddenly be like, yo, now I'm gonna do these videos on fucking game reviews and shit. I ain't about that. I play video games, but I ain't about to try and sell some motherfuckers some shit they don't need. I'm trying to give you information for free that I think you might need, I ain't here to try and sign you up to a website to try and get a promotion code flaring out on the internet. I'm trying to do me. I'm trying to speak about what I speak about, and I don't want no corporate people behind that saying, look, you gotta say these certain things at this certain time, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say none of that. Companies can come at me, yeah, you can come at me and ask me to do, a promotion. I ain't gonna do that. I'm just saying, you want to sponsor this stream, you're doing it because you support mental health shit, and I ain't gonna say nothing about your company. But you can support the stream, you know what I'm saying? And I'm out here trying to do that. I'm trying to bring some more. I don't even want money from your promotion. What I want is companies to look at this shit and go, we're going to donate to Mind. We're going to donate to this mental health basic charity. Because it's the right thing to do. It's nothing to do with the money. I don't care about the money. Right? I got all these nice things, you know. I'm trying to make the stream as good a quality as possible to try and draw some extra people in. I got 4K quality. I got all that shit. It ain't about the money. It ain't about the equipment. I don't do this because of the equipment. I do it because I want to do it. I do it anyway, do you know what I mean? I used to do it before, but I wouldn't ever fucking put it out there. I'd be speaking to people about bare deep shit. I do it over Messenger, I do it over call, I do it on Discord, I do it everywhere. I preach that shit because it's something I'm personally affected by, and that is like something that I want to push in society. I want people to know what's up about mental health. I want people to know that when a certain thing happens to a certain person, this is how you can deal with it and how you can actually help them, rather than be in a situation where you just feel like they're helpless and you're helpless because they're helpless, and then it becomes a big fucking circle of everyone don't know shit, do you know what I mean? And that's what society is today. People don't know shit about nothing. All they know about is like Facebook, Twitter, social media. Oh, have you got this new iPhone? Have you got this new whatever it is? It's like, bitch, I don't even know about that shit. I don't even know what the latest iPhone is. I'm just saying. I used to be so into all of that, yeah. When I was younger, especially, I used to be like, oh, that new thing. I know all about that. I was gonna say the specs and shit. I don't know nothing about any of that no more, because I put my focus and energy into a different field, and I respect people that follow trends and do technology stuff and keep up with all that information, but I'm trying to keep up with a constantly updating information source, which is mental health. There's a new thing every single day, and there's a new experience every single day, and that's not something you're going to easily catch up on. So I've been working on it my whole life, so I'm at a place where I'm just like catching on to the next day, you know? It's not like I'm catching on to the next year, do you know what I mean? Like I don't have to kind of start at the start with it, because I've already been there. So I feel like I'm in the position to be able to speak, you know, and be so open about that stuff, and really kind of like delve deeper into the reasons and the causes behind stuff, rather than just be that person to be like, well, that sucks, because that ain't me. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, sympathetic bullshit. Life is a bitch, you know what I'm saying? And we just got to deal with that shit, and I'm just trying to figure the words to put out there that really resonate with people, to say, look, this is how we are going to deal with it. This is how it's going to happen. You know, this is the way it's going to be. And that life ain't easy, but we still here, we still grinding, and there's a lot brighter days ahead, honestly. Like, the future holds good things, because there's so many smart people out there, so many wise people held back by the constraints of mental health, and if we can undo those constraints, I think we'll be in a lot better world, honestly. Anyway, like I said, that's the end of the lo-fi. That is the end of this stream. Thank you so much if you have listened the whole way through this. Thank you so much if you listened to like 5 minutes of this, however long. Thank you for clicking on the stream. I really do appreciate it. It's like 8:30 in the morning here. I've been up all night, so sorry if I'm umming and ahhing everywhere. I do apologise. Getting bad acid reflux. And, you know, I did say the reason why I keep it short is because it fucks with my anxiety. Like, talking about all this stuff, it fucks with my anxiety. But I don't have an issue with that, because I'm doing it not for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing this for other people. So in that way, none of this stuff, like the temporary anxiety, that doesn't mean shit to me. What means something to me is the hope that this might help someone. You know what I'm saying? So a little bit of acid reflux every now and again, and this, that, and the other. I don't give a shit, to be honest. Like, I'm just gonna click off. I'm gonna watch something, calm down, chill out. I'm gonna fucking wipe my face afterwards, and I'm fucking gonna, clean up, and then I'm fucking gonna take my meds, and I'll probably go to bed at some point and get a little bit of sleep, wake up late, play some video games, and then repeat the process, because that's what we do. We keep moving, we keep to our routine. So anyway, people, I really, really do appreciate you, and I hope you know that. Hopefully I can prove that to you. But yeah, that's it for today's stream. Thank you again. This has been The Mental Money, and I've been your host, Rossi, and I'm out.